Stop. Good Sunday, Funday afternoon once again, YouTuberinos. Welcome back to another edition of the Thomas and Haley Show. Thomas, Chris, Haley, and the wonderful, amazing Shelby Welby here.
Oh, Lord.
Chris, would you like to greet the YouTuberinos?
Hey, everybody. It's a good day to do a video today.
Absolutely. Every day is a good day to do a video. Anyway, do you guys, do you want to tell them what we're talking about?
So today, for the lovely technology that we have, we're going to talk to you guys about the technology that we have, whether that includes the technology itself, the screen readers that we use, because we may not use all the same things, or anything like what Chris would use, like with like his magnifiers or anything else. Why we basically use the stuff, and why it's important for you to know how to use the stuff, basically.
Yep.
So.
Good afternoon, YouTuberinos. By the way, I forgot to greet you folks.
No, you're good.
Shelby and I are gonna have some coffee.
Yeah. And we both have Keurig second here.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I can hear it. It's fine though.
I love Keurigs.
Keurigs are nice to use.
Sometimes it's actually safer for those of us who have issues with
So do you want to start us off?
stuff.
Yeah, so first off, the thing I have is the iPhone 14. Hopefully I can upgrade soon. And I use VoiceOver on the phone. And I have an HP laptop that I use NVDA on it. Sometimes I'll turn narrator on briefly when it decides to freezes, but I think narrator sucks, in my opinion.
I second that opinion.
That's just an opinion. Some people like narrator, but I don't. So
real quick, for the sighted folks, for the sighted people, do you mind explaining really quick to the sighted people what narrator is?
It's a screen reader that's automatically installed on. I believe it's on any Windows machine. I think it doesn't matter if it's a Dell laptop, an HP laptop. It don't matter. It's up there. Okay. Which for the ones who do use it, you just do Control Windows Enter and it'll turn it on, and just do the same thing to turn it off.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. But no, my opinion, I'd rather not use it, but I use that if my main screen reader decides to be annoying. So yeah, that's what I use. Right. What do you use, Thomas, technology-wise?
So I have a wonderful, amazing iPhone 15 Pro Max, and I have a amazing iPad 9th generation, and of course I have my pain in the ass Alexa device. So yeah.
Oh yeah, we have our Alexa too, by the way.
No, don't get us started on that one.
No, the whole conversation will not just be about her. No.
That's why I can go up. Anyway, I use an iPhone 13. And I am partially sighted, so I do use a combination. No, I did not use the magnifier. It's a pain in the backside. The only time I magnify is when I'm looking at pictures.
Okay.
So pictures I do magnify. I do have a Dell Touch laptop, so it's a 2-in-1. So you can tap like a tablet, and it's basically a 2-in-1 Dell. And then I have a Galaxy tablet over here. And I have an old iPad 3 and an iPod 4th generation. I sometimes use them, but it's very seldom that I use them. I also Bless you. I also have a Kindle Fire.
You can use that piece of technology too.
Yes, you can. Yeah, so I have a lot of technology. I also have a TV. My smart TV. I have I think it's Roku. I don't know, but anyway, it's hanging out here, and it also has a voice synthesizer on it. So on the Galaxy, I use what's called TalkBack. The Kindle, it's Voice View. And the iOS system, of course, is VoiceOver.
Yep.
Which, by the way, we do have the TV with the screen reader on it too with the Roku. I forgot to mention that part.
And you can, and just so, I forgot to mention, if you have your remote on your TV, if you have, it's voice one, which you can put a voice command. Say, for example, free movies on demand. If you have Xfinity, which I know a lot of you folks don't, you gotta have some moolah in order to have that. But anyway, if you have voice, you can control your TV with your voice. Most of everybody knows how to do that, so I'm not going to waste any time doing a demonstration on that. But anyway, suffice to say, you could punch a button on your remote and say whatever channel you want or a movie, show me whatever movie, and it'll pull it up.
And what do you use, Chris?
All kinds of technology. I got a laptop that has an NVDA on it. I got my phone, the TV with the voiceover on it. That makes it a lot easier to find stuff when you're trying to find certain apps or programs you want to look for.
Right.
And as far as since I do have some vision, I have glasses and magnifiers that I use.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I have no problem admitting that. I have no problem admitting this to the world. I was very resistant before I, got an iPhone. Before I learned how to use the iPhone, I was very resistant to learning how to use new technology. But I actually learned how to use the iPad first, and then and then since I had already learned how to use the iPad, I already knew how to use the iPhone, since obviously the commands are the same with VoiceOver. So,
which they are. The only way it's not the same is when you have a MacBook, because the commands are completely different, and to me it was very confusing. Which is the reason why I don't use a MacBook. That's the reason why I have a Windows laptop.
When I worked at the theater, they graciously let me borrow their iPad to take home to learn how to use it. So that's how I learned how to use the.
And those of y'all who have sites, you can use NVDA, which a lot of people prefer using NVDA. You also have the option to use JAWS, which is you have to pay for that, so scratch that with a long scratch. But
if you want to pay for it,
if that is an option. But you can also use a screen reader called Zoom Text for those of you folks with low vision. Now, Haley and I and Chris, we all use NVDA.
I've used Zoom Text before, though. I've used it before.
Zoom Text? Yeah, I've used Zoom Text too, and I'm going to tell you what, it is quite a nuisance. It is annoying.
So
it can be
distracting.
Yeah, it only took me a few months to learn how to use the iPad. It did take a while, but obviously it was well worth learning how to use it. So I started using it, and I started learning how to use it in March of 2015. Yes, 15. And by the end of August of 2015, I knew how to use the iPad. So yeah, it was.
Some people are fast learners than others, depends on the piece of technology you get.
So. Like I said, since when I got the stupid iPhone 4S in September of 2015, I already knew how to use it because the commands are the same with VoiceOver on the iPad and on the iPhone. I only had the 4S for a short time. My friend Maya gave it to me, and she gave it to me in September of 2015, and then she got the iPhone 6, and then in October of 2015, I got the iPhone 6. So, there you go. But I didn't like.
I just tried out with the 5C.
I didn't like the iPhone 4S at the time. The iPhone 4S at that time it was slow as fuck. Anyway.
Yeah, and I had a 5C when on my first iPhone in 2014. It was a 5C, and I liked it, but it was too small. And then when it was time for an upgrade, then I upgraded to the 6 Plus.
Yeah.
So that was my first, and then I had the iPad 3, and in fact, believe it or not, this is the iPad that I had. I never upgraded my iPad we upgraded to the Galaxy in lieu of the iPad. Just because it's cheaper and different. I like to learn different technologies. So
Now, for those of you who don't know or might not remember, Chris doesn't have to use voiceover because he has really good sight. So he doesn't have to use voiceover.
it's optional.
Yep.
And I do too. Like I have decent enough eyesight, but I prefer to use voiceover, especially for reading text. Now playing games or swiping through my phone, I can't use because my fingers don't work to do to exit out the call or whatever. I prefer to use my eyesight because I can't do the two finger swipe or whatever.
Yep.
So so Chris and I do have, but the options are there, folks. The options are there.
Absolutely.
And if you have eyesight, then use it. But also, preserve your eyesight. Don't strain your vision. Just because you have it doesn't necessarily mean you have to strain yourself to use it. So the option to use voiceover is highly recommended so that you can preserve what eyesight you have. Because the doctors are always telling me that I have strain on my eyes, and also they also say that if you're constantly looking at your phone, you're bending over your neck. It's not good for your neck.
Right.
It's not good for your posture. So, like I said, it's best if it's best that you limit how much you use your eyesight with your technology.
Right.
And if you have larger screens, then use the larger screens. Like I have a computer monitor with my computer. So it's best that you do what you can to use your eyesight, but also utilize the speech technology that is available to you for free.
Right. Yep. And as we always say, if you guys have a topic that you think we should talk about, definitely leave it in the comments.
Comments below. Please.
And make sure y'all subscribe to these amazing...
Info, dimmed, button.
Shut the fuck up. Make sure y'all subscribe to the Shut the Fuck Up channel. No. Make sure you guys subscribe to these amazing people's channels, Talented HV and Low Vision Technology, LVT. I almost fucked that all up. And
Excited. No, do everything blind.
yeah.
And then also the cutie woman. Yeah.
And stay tuned for the Night Manager video.
Everyone has talent. Everyone has the skills and talent.
Yep. Y'all take care. All right.
Info. Info. Stop button.